Welcome to CrashRacer. Today we're playing Wreckfest, and in a bit we're going to look at this nasty daily challenge here, but let's start with the latest weekly challenge, which is a time attack at the Savolax Sandpit. We've done this one a few times now, so I'm going to skip through it pretty quickly. We are in the Killerbee automatic and full half full, and I'm going to use tuning settings of 4352. Time to beat is 1 minute 38. So this is one of the trickiest weekly challenges. I find it's quite a tough one because it's quite difficult to control the Killerbee around this track, which is why I use the difficulty settings of full, half full. Best tactic certainly for me seems to be, rather than being too wild and trying to go too quickly, is if you try and be a little bit more precise and careful around the corners. Try and hold them quite tight, and don't let the car start sliding sideways. Actually waste a lot of time doing that. As soon as we've finished this weekly challenge, then we're going to have a look at a daily challenge. I've been looking out for some tricky ones. A lot of the daily challenges are a lot more tricky, of course, in the snow, but there haven't been any really tough ones lately. But this one we're going to have a look at, I think, is a real nasty one. Be interested to know if you've all found it as tough as I have. Let's just finish this lap though, see if we can set ourselves a good time for the weekly challenge. Up over the brow of the hill, try and keep it over to the left, then cutting right, try and cut the corner but not too much as to get a penalty. Brake into the apex of this corner, keep it away from the barriers on the right, get the power down. This is going to be our fastest lap, I think. Through then for a time of 1 minute 24.689. There's our gold trophy and 10,000 fame points for this weekly challenge then. Right, let's get on to this daily challenge here then. As you can see, we're in Bugzilla. We're going to be at the Kingston Raceway figure of 8 track, and there you can see all the vehicles. Bugzilla right at the back and all the other special vehicles in front of it. Okay, I'm going to use automatic gears half off half for this one. Tuning settings, I'm going to use 5351, and we need to win to complete the challenge. Let me just show you a few clips of some of the problems that I've had though with this challenge. So tough. Sofa cars always seem to get caught on the corners, and as soon as you start driving around they pull out in your way. Crossovers are a difficulty, even though you're in Bugzilla and you're not really going to take too much damage from the other vehicles. They will knock you off track. But the worst one, I think, is a lot of the smaller vehicles are just intent on getting under your wheels, under the chassis of your car, and generally causing big problems. Do get some fantastic crashes though, racing around in this one. Okay, off we go then. 8 laps around this figure of 8 circuit, snow on the ground. What are the best tips I can give you for this one? I think the best tips I can give you are keep trying and be lucky. Not having the best of starts here actually. Normally you can blast your way around this corner and on a good start, normally up in say about 3rd place, something like that. Coming through this section we're well down at the moment, as you can see. Dodgems trying to get under the tyres of the car, and that really is the part of just pushing me wide here. I'm struggling to keep the car straight, and it's those smaller vehicles, Dodgems, the lawn mowers and the pocket rockets, that just get under your tyres, try and get under the chassis of your car and cause real problems. Sofa cars are always spinning around on the corners and are getting in the way, but they're quite easy just to bash out the way. And the honey pots as well, again they're quite quick, but no real problem because of the size of the vehicle. They don't get stuck under your tyres. But even if you get up to the front of the race in this one, I found it very tough to stay there because the smaller nippier vehicles like the pocket rockets, the lawn mowers, are just so much quicker around the corners. So the line I try to take, if there's nothing in the way, is to, as soon as you see the end of the barrier here, I cut in tight and try and keep quite a nice tight line. As soon as you start drifting wide on the corners, you'll just get a flood of cars coming past you on the inside. Even leaving a small gap, they'll still push their way through, but at least it makes it a little more tricky. Up into 5th place at the moment then on this run. I can't even say how many goes I've had attempting to complete this so far. It must be 30-40 goes, something like that. I think I've managed to get a 2nd place, 3rd place, something like that, but not managed to get the win yet. And I don't know if paranoia started to set in, but it did seem to be that the more I got into the lead, as soon as I got into the lead, the other vehicles just were then hell-bent on trying to get in my way, block me, get under the tyres of my car. And you'd literally have cars running into the side of you, making no effort to get around the corner, just trying to push you wide. We're down in 4th at the moment. Can we get up the inside of this sofa car here? Not sure which of those vehicles in front of the leaders, but I think that is the lead group just ahead of me. Again, trying to turn in, just miss the barrier on the right hand side, try and hold it tight round the corner. Get the power down when I can, but as normal there's a sofa car sort of in the way. Yeah, crossovers, even though we're in a big strong vehicle like this, you do have to be careful on the crossovers, and it's best to avoid contact on the crossovers if possible, because although you're not going to get much damage, if the other cars hit you, they will spin you round, knock you off course. Okay, 2 laps to go then, and we are up into 4th place. Nearly had a passenger on the back of our car there. That was a wipeout there, and that's puts up into 3rd place. Try and spot a gap on the crossover, a lot of vehicles, but we are going to slot in just behind, and we're now up into 2nd place as we start the last lap. Really, this is all you can do on this challenge, is just try and have nice, tidy, fast laps, stay out of trouble, and hope that the other cars get wiped out somewhere, because you've probably got no chance of beating them on pace. There's a car gone wide there. Tell me that's the leader. Tell me that is the leader. That was the leader. We are up into 1st place, and we've only got to get over the finish line. The AI haven't got too much time to wreck my race, and we are finally going to get across for a win in this challenge. Well, very well deserved gold trophy there. I mean, let me know how you've been getting on with this one. Maybe it's just me. Maybe you've all completed this first time, but to me this was a real nasty one. And you've still got a couple of days left to have a go of it and complete it if you want to. I hope you've enjoyed this video of the weekly challenge and the daily challenge. If you have, please like and subscribe, and see you soon.